It's extremely difficult for you to move on and to find another person, or if you're even thinking about that right now, you're probably so stuck on this person that you don't even think about another future with someone else. But when you're comparing yourself about how much money they make, what type of car they drive, the type of women that they've dated in the past, if they got a prison record or a jail record, that really doesn't help you. If anything, it keeps you ruminating on someone. When someone leaves you and starts dating someone else right away, our ego can take a massive blow. And we wonder what makes the other person so much better. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you shouldn't be comparing yourself to the rebound partner. The first reason is because the rebound is a replacement ship. It isn't something that's real in this moment. It is a way to subdue the feelings, those emotions that they were harboring for you. If anything, it's a painkiller. Someone commented on my other channel about rebound replacement ship, and I thought that was great, because it really sums up exactly what's happening in that relationship. You comparing yourself to that is actually discrediting the value that you brought in that relationship. You were more than just a panic attack or a trauma response. If you were with this person for a long time, you were the real deal. So don't discredit yourself by comparing yourself to the person that they're jumping into a relationship with right away. The second reason why you shouldn't be comparing yourself is because you're only seeing the honeymoon stage of their relationship. They're only showing you the good parts of the relationship. They're not showing you the things that are getting on their nerves behind closed doors. They're not posting the fights, the arguments. Well, they might be. I've seen a lot of sloppy people on Facebook. But for the most part, they're trying to prove to you and the rest of the world that this person that they're replacing you with is the newer and improved version. And how do I know this? I know this because I've been told that before. I've been told by people that they were only posting the things that they wanted to make their ex jealous about. They weren't really happy in that relationship. They knew that the person that they were with wasn't aligned with what they were looking for currently. Sometimes this rebound relationship is a form of a midlife crisis that they're going through, or a quarter life crisis if you're younger. Long story short, they're only showing you the highlight reel of what they want you to see. The third reason that I see people comparing themselves is because they feel like the other person is more valuable than they are. They feel like the other person is more valuable than the person that they left behind. Which means if you're here watching this and your ex got into a rebound relationship, I don't know if this is you or not, but if you're feeling as if this person is more valuable than you and that's the reason that they got into this replacement ship, that may not necessarily be the case. In the beginning of this video, I talked about your worth and your ego and your value. You should maintain that, because the person that they met in the beginning of your relationship, you were a valuable person at that time. Whatever happened over the course of the relationship where they felt like, all right, maybe this relationship just isn't aligned with what I'm looking for. Maybe this relationship has run its course. That doesn't mean that you're not a valuable person. If anything, and I've seen this a lot with women, they're able to see the things that you can't see as a man. They're able to make the hard decision and move on from this relationship because deep down they knew that you weren't happy either in that relationship. And unfortunately, a lot of people stay in relationships way longer than their expiration date. And whether that's out of stubbornness or ego or whatever the case may be, the person, if you're a man watching this video now and your ex left you behind, I want you to really give some thought on how the relationship was playing out. If you saw the trajectory of the relationship going up like a plane, or was it crashing down to the ground? One of the favorite quotes that I like is, you can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. And the consequences are, the longer you stay in a relationship where you're not happy, you don't feel as if your needs are being met, and there's just a lot of conflict and turmoil in that relationship, the sands of time in that relationship is just pouring out before they finally get to the point where they just completely disconnect, they fall out of love. And I've talked about this before. Usually they're not even looking for another relationship. That person just so happened to be around when they were vulnerable and they were in the state of, I can move on with my life now. Now I don't have these rules and expectations that are placed on me. The fourth and most important reason I feel you shouldn't be comparing yourself is because comparing yourself keeps you stuck. It's extremely difficult for you to move on and to find another person, or if you're even thinking about that right now, you're probably so stuck on this person that you don't even think about another future with someone else. But when you're comparing yourself about how much money they make, what type of car they drive, the type of women that they've dated in the past, if they got a prison record or a jail record, that really doesn't help you. If anything, it keeps you ruminating on someone that doesn't necessarily feel this relationship is for them. And And you know what? That's okay. I've been in your shoes. I've done this. The reason I have this list is because I've done this. And I'm trying to lay out the blueprint on how you can get over this person as quickly as possible and get back on your feet as far as, understanding that there's another person out there for you. And the fifth and last reason that you need to stop comparing yourself is because you're going to depress yourself. Like, no joke, the more you look at the other person's profiles, the more digging that you do about them as a person, the more you're going to depress yourself. There's a saying that goes, where attention goes, energy flows. And if a lot of your energy is being put into this other person, I'm going to ask you a question. How is your job performance right now? How are you sleeping? I wrote a quote that said, using someone else to get over an ex is about as useless as eating soup with a fork. Now I want you to think about that. It's empty, it's unfulfilling, and in the end, you're just going to get frustrated. And if your ex is getting into a new relationship to get over you, they're just going to end up frustrated also. I can't promise you that, but for the most part, I've seen this play out pretty often where they're just not happy. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by the Rebound Journal again, and I hope you found this video valuable, and I will see you in the next video.